In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create viewports as well as take your drawings from your model space into your paper space. So on our submission doc right here, we have 4 different quadrants for you to submit your drawings. In this first box, we have 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, and 1.7. So those are the first 4 drawings that you are going to submit. So what we need to do is we need to match this similar layout for the submission area on your A size template. So what we can do is let's grab our poly lines and we can just make a line right down the middle, a vertical one and a horizontal one. And what we can do is we can go to our P edit and we can edit multiple poly lines. So we can do M, we can choose our poly lines, and we are going to change our width. Our width on our document that we had looked at before was that the width was 0.0625. So if we go back to our AutoCAD, we can say 0.0625, and now that has the correct line width. So for this first one, it says we needed to turn in drawing 1.3. All right. So if we go and we find our document here, here is drawing 1.3. So let's get that one ready and put into our submission area. So if I go back here, I'm going to go to my model space. And again, I have my drawing right here. Here's all of my other drawings, but I'm just going to zoom in on the one that I want. So this is the one I want. I'm going to go to my size A sheet, and I'm going to type in MV for make view or make viewport. Okay, so now it says I need to specify 2 corner points. I can just go to the top left. I can go to the bottom right or the middle point. Okay, and that is now my entire model space. Okay, so what I can do now is I can double click on this, and this allows me to start zooming in. Okay, so again, find your drawing right there. Okay, and then specifically on the turn-in areas, we need to set our scale. Okay. So right here it says drawing 1.3 at a 1/4 scale. So at the bottom right here, we have our scale. So I can click on this. I need it to be set to 1/4. Now my drawing is set to 1/4. Okay. Again, we can type in pan, and you can center this a little bit more if you want. So essentially the first one here is done now. All right. So again, to close out of this, I have pan. I'm in my actual viewport. I can just push escape to get out of the viewport so you can see like the cube, some different other features right here. We can just double click. And now that this is kind of just like locked in place. Okay. Let's do one more as an example. Again, if we look at the turn-in one, it says we need to put drawing 1.4, okay, at quarter scale again. So if we go, we look at our sheet, it is this drawing right here. We can go to our AutoCAD, go to the model browser. Let's just see where this one is at. Maybe I did not have this one on here. I can choose a different one. You know what? I know this one is on here. I think this is for 1.7. Okay. So this one is also on your submission. Let's see, turn in one right here. And we'll do it to half scale. Okay, good. So this will be a different one. So what we can do is I'll grab my drawing right here. I'll just kind of zoom in. We can go to our A size. We can say MV for make view port. I can grab my center point to the bottom right there. Again, if I want to make an edit, I can just double click into here. And again, I can just start to zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. But again, set my scale or my scale of my viewport right here. We said we wanted it to be 1/2. All right. Again, it's kind of cut off there a little bit, so I can type pan, and I can kind of move this into position right there. A problem that you might run into is if you are like extremely zoomed in for some reason. Like if I'm all the way zoomed in right here, and then I double click this. If I start to zoom out, like I'm just like stuck in this viewport. Like I can't zoom out to my work anymore. So to get out of this, you can just type in PS for paper space, and now this will get you back to where we were right here. So again, we can fix this one up. Let's double click on it. We can set our scale to half scale. We can type pan. We can put this back in the middle right here. And again, we can just click escape and double click off of that. So again, there's a couple of examples of how to get our drawings in from the model space into our paper space using MView or make viewports.